In this video, we're going to learn not one, not two, but three note-taking methods to take your exam scores to the next level. Many friends I know struggle with scoring well even after attending each and every lecture and having an attendance of over 90%. One probable reason is that they've not been able to keep good notes or the notes are not optimized. If this sounds familiar, stay tuned. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rinal. I'm a software engineer by profession. I have always done well academically, be it in my board exams where I scored 98.75% and secured a rank of 5 in the overall country, or while getting my bachelor's degree in computer science engineering from BITS Pilani University, where I was placed in the distinction division. So I feel that qualifies me to help you with how I take notes so that you can revise better before the exams. Over the course of my student years, I have always learned, practiced and advocated studying smartly versus studying hard. One way to manifest this is not by going over the same lengthy material over and over again, which takes a lot of your time. So you take good notes in the beginning and keep optimizing the notes so that they are very accessible and easy for you to revise before the exams. These are three of my favorite note-taking methods which I have used in the past and I continue to use them today, and you should also start using them today if you don't want the day before exams to be a nightmare. A quick tip before we start is to try taking your notes by hand instead of typing them on a laptop, because research has shown that taking notes by hand is much more effective than typing, be it in retention of the information or comprehension of the information. But if you feel typing works for you, please go ahead by all means. Method number one is the Cornell method. This is an extremely famous method developed by a professor at Cornell University. This method works during a lecture or during self-study when you are studying from a textbook or taking notes from online sources. The Cornell method is designed in such a way that it helps you comprehend the information better and to retain it longer. You start off by dividing the page into three sections: the left small section, the right bigger section, and the bottom small section. The bigger right space is the note section, where you take down the notes during a lecture without worrying about the left section and the bottom section. Also during self-study, this is the space where you write down your notes. Immediately after the lecture, you should be able to identify keynotes, keywords, and key questions that go in the left part of your page. If you are able to answer all of the key questions while revision, then good for you. If not, you need to take a look again at the note section. Within 24 hours of this activity, you should revise your notes at least once. After that, come up with a 2 to 3 line summary, not more than that, 2 to 3 line summary which you place in the bottom section. This is a summary of the major concepts and the major ideas in the page or in the chapter. Here is an example of Cornell notes for your reference. Method number two is called the outline method. This is a method that is very popular with engineering and medical students. It is simple but works. The trick is to use indentation instead of numbers in your notes. The information that is most general starts on the left with no indentation. The subtopics come under it with a small indentation. The details come under the subtopics with further indentation. One major disadvantage with this method is while taking handwritten notes, you're not able to decide which ones are the general topics, which ones are the subtopics, and which ones are the details. So this method is very useful for people who take notes on a laptop, maybe on Google Docs. If you take notes by hand, then you need to have a list of contents beforehand so that you don't mess up organizing the notes. The third and my all-time favorite method is the mind mapping method. Mind mapping not only highlights the important facts, but it also shows you the structure of the system, the relationship between subjects, and the relative importance of those subjects. So the format involves writing the main idea in the center and branching out to subtopics around it. The subtopics will have branches coming out, which will have further details in them. The more outward you go from the center, the more detailed your notes become. So it becomes very easy to revise as well. If you don't have much time for revision, only focus on the central part and the subtopics around it. If you have time, then you can go through the detailed notes by looking at the terminal branches in your mind map. There is one drawback, however, like the outline system of taking notes. During a lecture, you are not able to decide which ones are the subtopics and which ones are the details. So this method works mostly during self-study after you've finished studying something and you want to organize it in a short, compact manner. You make a mind map for it. A very important point I'd like to put forth is all of these three methods are not mutually exclusive. It is not like if you take Cornell notes, then you do not need mind maps and the outline method. Cornell system of notes can make use of the outline system, and you can combine it with mind maps for revision. That is the best way of using these note systems. Well, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Don't forget to share with your friends who might find this useful. If you haven't, then you should check this video out where I talk about how to study better. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.